Okay, hi everybody. We're doing another day of what we did yesterday. So what I want you to do is continue, take out that graphing parabolas worksheet. We did 1 and 3 together. You should have completed 2 and 4 on your own and taken the formative from yesterday, the last lesson. Now we're going to continue on and we're going to do the back side. So I just want to make sure you feel good with the different ones. Again, you have those pink notes if you need help. Okay? Okay, so you have your calculator out. Here we go. This is number 5. So number 5 again, you want to start with ax squared plus bx plus c. So do you see in this equation, a is 2, b is 4, and c is -3. Do you see that? Okay, again, because you need to do the keep, change here. Okay, now to find the axis of symmetry, it's this equation, and it's always an x equal. Okay, so what is b? B is 4 over 2 times a, which is 2. Okay, so I end up getting a -4 over 4, which is -1. Look at that over. Pause if you need to. Does that make sense where I'm getting the numbers? And then bring it here. Okay, always think of that axis of symmetry, that x equals, that's your x part of your vertex. Okay, so now make your x and y table with 5 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that vertex will be in the center one. And again, you go up 1, down 1, down 1. And be careful in your calculators. Those are negatives and not minus signs. And now take your calculator out. When x is -1 in this equation here, so y equals 2 times -1 squared plus 4 times -1 minus 3. What is y? Y, check it in your calculator, should be -5. And that copies down there. Okay, now use your calculator. Again, if you have the kind I have in class, just arrow up and over. You don't have to clear it out all the time. When x is 0, what do you get? Actually try this out in your calculator and make sure you're getting a -3. And again, when x is 1, you get a 3. Pause the video, make sure you're good. Okay, if you're good, keep going. Now when x is -2, again, be careful with those negatives. Okay, make sure you're using parentheses, make sure you're using a negative and not a minus sign, and 3. Okay, if you've completed that, well, now make your table, from the table, graph it. So we have 1, 3, 0, -3. Okay, -1, -5. And then we go -2, -3, and -3, 3. Okay? Okay. Then make your parabola. It's a curve, it's not a V. Remember, your vertex is on the bottom. Since it's on the bottom, it is a minimum. And then your y-intercept is when x is 0. So in the equation, if I put a 0 in for x, what do you get for y? You get -3. Okay? Okay. So this is now number 8, if you're interested. Okay, I'm going to go through number 8. If you want to just do 6, 7, and 8 on your own, go for it. Okay, but check your answers before you take the formative. Okay, if you want to see number 8, I'm going to go, or I will go through that. If not, 6, 7, and 8 are your homework then. Okay, so let's see, looking at that, do you see that A is -2, B is -8, C is -3? Okay, okay. So my axis of symmetry is the opposite of -8 or minus a -8 over 2 times A. Okay, so that becomes, cancels out 8 over -4 or just -2. If you want to put that in your calculator, go for it. And that gets copied down there. Now we make our table. It always has 5 because the middle one is the vertex. And then I go up 1, down 1, down 1. Now this has a lot of negatives, be careful. Okay, so to find my axis or my vertex now, I plug in a -2 in my equation. So -2 times -2 squared minus 8 times -2 minus 3. Okay, so what do I get when I put all of that stuff? I get when x is -2, y is 5. Okay, and then I just keep changing this formula. Okay, and I finish my table and I get, hopefully you get to 3, -3, 3, -3. Pause the video and make sure you can do that in your calculator. Okay, then I'm going to plot my points. 0, -3, -1, 3, -2, 5, okay, -3, 3, and it comes down at the same rate if you notice. You should be noticing that. So it goes up and down, not a V. And that is a maximum because that's your high point. And my y-intercept is when x is 0. And you actually can see it right here. When x is 0, y is -3. So sometimes that table will tell you your y-intercept, okay? Okay, so make sure you know. So now we did 5 and 8. Your homework is to do 6 and 7. Okay, make sure it matches in Schoology before you take the formative. And if you're having calculator problems or anything, let me know. Okay, have a great day.